isa sa mga priority measures na binanggit niya sa atin nung time nung LEDAC, when we were still the majority leader of the Senate. He asked me personally to help out and take the cudgels of not just sponsoring but also defending the Enterprise-Based Education and Training Act. So ngayon, finally, ito'y batas na. If you recall, ito po ay only about 4% ng output na pinuproduce ng TESDA, yung mga graduate ng apprenticeship, ng DTS or dual training system, etc. Pinag-isa na po natin at ngayon nga po, natutuwa ho tayo dahil naging ganap na batas ito. Kasama natin yung mga stakeholders kanina, especially the industries and companies involved in the implementation of this law. Lahat sila sinasabi na dream come true and finally malinaw na, especially yung mga tax breaks, yung 50% ng training cost expenses na pwedeng ma-enjoy ng mga institutions, yung pag-donate sa mga TechVoc institutions, yung customs duties, sa mga imported donations, exempted din po dito. At higit sa lahat, we come up with a one-stop shop. Because before, yung pag-enterprise base, nilapit sa BIR, hindi alam pa nga ng BIR kung ano yung computation, no? Tapos kung saan pumupunta. So ngayon may one-stop shop. And at the same time, in this coming budget of 2025, we put in a particular provision and funded the integrators ng ating IBET integrators, Enterprise-Based Education and Training Integrators. So sila yung maglalako nito para din sa mga small and medium enterprises.
Sir, kapag fully implemented, ano yung expect nyo? Gaano ibababa ng unemployment at underemployment?
Malaki po yung inaasahan nating tulong nito sapagkat if you recall, right now we are only about less than 2 million unemployment, no? Bumaba. Pero yung underemployment tumaas ng 0.5% if I'm not mistaken. It is because of the job skills mismatch. And with this, if you recall, as I mentioned earlier, ang input natin is only about 4% yung graduates, no, na napoproduce before the passage of this measure. And in that 4%, you're talking already about 86 to 92% of our graduates actually land jobs. So these are quality jobs that we are talking about. We wanted to create jobs that are sustainable and that gives decency and integrity to our would-be workers. No-brainer po kasi na nandun ka na sa enterprise at yung mga pag-aaral sinasabi na mas adaptable ang isang worker-learner bago pumunta doon sa workplace niya, na nandun na siya sa workplace, doon na niya napag-aralan yung kanyang mga dapat matutunan. At ito'y sinasalamin nito yung mga datos na mga nakaraan na sinabi ko nga 86 to 92%, as high as 92% easily land jobs pagka ikaw ay graduate ng enterprise-based. Yung enterprise-based, iba-iba eh. Nandyan yung apprenticeship, nandyan yung dual training system, nandyan yung in-company training, ibig sabihin nandun ka na. And of course, it's also being used as a basis for promotion, for salary increases, kasi tumataas yung level of competencies mo.
So ito for ano lang, private workers or including?
Private workers lang ang ano natin, no, ang concern natin dito sa enterprise base. But doon naman sa public sector, ang ano natin diyan yung government internship yung ginagawa naman natin diyan, no? So ang kagandahan nito, talagang pinagsama-sama na natin lahat ng internship, apprenticeship, dual training system, etc. Institutionalize na natin, pinagsama-sama na natin. At may one-stop shop na mangangalaga dito, and even TESDA would continue to look into the development of the training regulations and competencies standards. The company would also be part of it, and that's why they're getting 50% of the training cost exemption, tax exemption. And then even the donation na ibinibigay sa mga kumpanya nito and the training institutions ay may exemption sa taxes. And of course, it's covered by scholarship programs being implemented by TESDA. Marami pong scholarship programs. Nandiyan po yung TWSP or Training for Work Scholarship Programs. Nandiyan din po yung tulong trabaho fund na ipinasa na natin. It's about close to 2.39 billion pesos yung budget po dyan. You also have, other than that, yung sa GASPE, yung Private Education Scholarship Financial Assistance or PESFA. That's also a part of the program of TESDA.
So, anong agency yung mag-implement?
TESDA po ang pinaka ano po niyan, siyempre kasama din po yung DOLE dahil gusto rin natin na protected yung mga learners natin, gusto rin natin protected yung mga learners natin na kung saan ginagampanan na nila yung regular job pero ang sinusweldo nila ay pang apprentice pa rin. So gusto natin na masiguro na hindi ma-abuse itong batas na ito. Parang hindi sila interested dun sa batas. Parang iba interest nyo. Tinitignan ko kay Nat. Parang, okay. Hindi, okay na ako. Thank you.
Ano naman doon, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian?
Kamukha, hindi. Okay.
Nagkandak ngayon ng first hearing about BARM.
Oh, yung sa BARM. Yeah. I was with the president kanina and he was asking about it. Well, we wanted to talk about it. We want to hear both sides. But I have to say na medyo biased tayo before because when we tackled this particular topic, di ba sinabi na last na, parang several times it was mentioned na it will be the last extension. So, yun medyo nananariwa sa pag-iisip ko. But I'm open to hear the reasons behind the push to extend. Kasi parang do we still have time? Yun din ang isang gusto kong malaman eh. Kasi parang nag-file na. And I'm sure it's they're about to print the ballots eh. Yeah. I have no idea. I cannot speak for the entire Senate. But for me, I can easily look into the... Kasi kadarating ko lang ako, galing kaming Malacanang and I didn't get a chance to attend or monitor what's going on sa hearing kanina ng local gov. Pero yung naririnig ko din sa plenaryo tsaka sa lounge ng Senado is yun nga sariwa sa amin yung mga discussions before na nung in-extend that would be the last extension. But again, I can speak for myself. I'm open to hearing the reasons behind the push for the extension.
Request ng Malacanang yung postponement. So,
I have no idea about it. I was just with the president. I had the chance to talk to him for quite some time kanina. And I never heard anything. Never heard anything about it.
Sir, sinasabi ng mga nag-o-oppose dun sa pag-reset ng BART elections, kung yung pag-exclude lang ng sulo yung problema, but hindi ituloy yung election, then mag-special elections na lang just in case.
It makes a lot of sense for me.
So, you want na ituloy yung BART election?
It makes a lot of sense yung binanggit niyo po na kung sulo lang, 'di ba? So I wanted to hear this. 'Di ba parang
sir, kung request yun ng Malacanang, no choice kayo, but
no what's no choice.
may
Why
option
naman
pa rin
no
kayo
choice?
to approve.
We're already tackling it. So
Hindi to approve it.
to approve it, it's in the hands of the majority of the members of the Senate if they wanted to extend the time in deliberating and getting more information. It's their right, pero ako, give me some time. I can make a decision right away kung nandyan na yung mga... Kasi yung pagtuloy, halos yung alam na natin yun eh, yung side na yun eh. Yun sa hindi lang pagtuloy. And I have to be honest, until now, I have yet to see compelling reason for me to say hindi dapat ituloy. So that's what I'm looking at. And again, I'm open to look into it. But as far as I'm concerned, yun nga, nagpe-play sa isip ko yung mga discussions before why it should not be postponed.
Pero enough reason nga ba, sir, na para hindi ituloy ay dahil para maayos yung problema, legal aspect.
Dun sa Sulu, as what you were saying a while ago, I agree with you. So what's the point? So for me, if that is the only reason why, I don't think I'll be compelled to vote to postpone. Kung yun lang, I need more.
May LGUs pa daw na, yung newly created LGUs na wala pang district, hindi are disenfranchised, hindi na sila nakaboto, hindi sila makaboboto next.
Kasi ang sentiments on the ground, and I've talked to some of our friends there, yung excitement nila to exercise their right to suffrage. Medyo mabigat lagi yan every time you postpone an election. Laging mabigat yan. It should be taken seriously. It's a basic right.
Safe to say, leaning kayo, sir, towards not voting to postpone.
Right now, because right now, all things being equal, di ba, we were supposed to conduct an election. So now the only question is, if you're going to postpone it, what is your reason in postponing it? And you yourself mentioned about the issue of Sulu. I don't think it is for me, I can speak for myself, a valid reason na just that particular reason. Parang,
Pero ang concern, sir, ng iba, kapag ka na-postponed, wala daw mangyayaring oversight at midterm review kung paano ginamit yung about 500 billion na black grant. So yun ang concern nila kapag pinospone.
then I go again to my original statement na that is why I have to be convinced.
Valid yung concern na yun, sir.
Oh yes, of course.
Ang laki ng pera.
Of course. Accountability is always a concern. So, open naman tayo. Open tayo. But, again, I'm looking for more compelling reasons. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Yes, boss.
Singit mo na rin to, number 7.
Ano naman? So,
Why do you need, what's the necessity for this place? 7, 8, kailangan nyo ba talaga? Yung mga senator na may mga
siguro there are times na may pangangailangan pag SONA, pag may mga important events na na kailangan ng assistance, no? But yung everyday, hindi naman siguro. I'm more than willing to let go of it.
Do you have,
Yeah, I do. I use.
ilan sasakyan, sir, meron pa number 7?
Ilan sasakyan ko?
may escalade ka.
Wala po. Sabi ko nga sa inyo kung meron ako sa inyo na yun. Bakit biglang naging interested kayong lahat? Mahigpit kami dyan. So much responsibility sa paggamit.
Kahit na pwede.
I don't believe na pwede. That's what I believe. Kahit na sabihin mong pwede, sabihin ng LT or whoever pwede. And I hope that this will not be a big thing. No? Parang, I just find it weird na it's a national news, you know. And LTO should just do their part. Let's be all responsible, diba? Do the right thing. That's all I can say.
Kung may pag-abuso sa paggamit, no?
Just do the right thing. Whatever you need to do, you have to do it.
Parang yung simbolo raw
Walang
entitlement.
Exactly. That's why you have to do the right thing. LTO should do the right thing. All of us should do the right thing. We are all responsible. Much is given, much is required, as the Bible says. Public office is a public trust.
Do you think we should just scrap those things?
I have no problems with that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat.